Hello everyone, welcome to the Karuna Chronicles. My name is Don, and I will be your host and moderator at times when we have guests, and your guide through all of this. So as you tune into this channel, what are you going to expect to see? First, let me give you a definition here. Karuna is a word in Pali that has come down through Sanskrit, meaning compassion. And I'm going to focus all of the words I speak through the lens of compassion and thread it into everything that we do, say, think, feel in our lives, and look at all of the different situations that we come up in our lives, emotional, mental, physical, political, worldwide, everything, just life in general. And how we can use compassion to be the leader of awakening within us other aspects of ourselves, like kindness and love and generosity and wisdom, etc. But compassion is the one that we need to begin with, and so therefore I decided to name this the Karuna Chronicles. Mostly you'll get to see me. It's not a real bargain, I can tell you that, because without looking in a mirror, you get what you get. However, there will be times when I may have a guest, and there will be times when I will just simply post a video of another teacher perhaps, or a teacher, or something that is relevant to this discussion. And so in this first segment of the Karuna Chronicles, what I want to do is give you a couple of words and ideas that you can ponder on. And that's what I hope that this whole platform serves, is things that you can think about and look into your own life. Look into your life and see whether or not there's truth in what I'm saying, and the arbiter of truth is not me, it's you. If you find that what I say, as practiced in your life or as examined in your life, has some kind of relevance to what your actual experience is, well, then I think you can probably take that as truth, because absolutely the only truth in this life, in our ordinary existence, is our experience. If someone teaches us something like I'm attempting to do here, that's what I am giving to you. Your experience is hearing it and putting it into your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual processes, and seeing whether there's some relevance to what I say and then what you actually experience. But it's your experience. And I'll give you a little example. If we were to sit down and put across from each other at a table, and we were to put an orange on the table, and the mission for us was to come to a very tight, narrowly defined color examination of this orange. And we would say, okay, this orange is, its base color is orange, but it has some slight pink in it, and we can talk saturations, we can do all of this stuff, and then we can come down to a few words or a short description of what the color of this orange is, and we can agree upon it. Okay, but that's only a mental and a verbal agreement. The real truth is that you see through your sensual aspect of your vision the orange, and as you see it, and it registers in your brain in a way that I can never understand, imagine, or experience. So truth for you is in your experience. Your experience is paramount. And I'm just going to give you suggestions about how you can look at your experience in maybe a different way than you have done before. So in order to really understand what our experiences are and how we process them, There are some words and some definitions that we need to come to establish first. And one of those is the word impermanence. Impermanence is a fact of universal existence. Things arise spontaneously in our universe according to conditions and circumstances. So, and I will really explore conditions and circumstances in another part of the beginning teachings. But for now, they come into being because there's a cause, a condition. And they stay in being because there are circumstances that or conditions that allow them to be in being. So, for instance, this earth is billions of years old, but there was a time that we cannot verify at this point when there wasn't an earth, that it coalesced possibly from dust and gases, and the conditions arose that these dust, gases, and other materials started forming into a solid mass, and the conditions persisted. Other circumstances, like possibly small meteors adding to the mix and so on, and the planet evolved and grew to what we see today. Now, during its course of its evolution, it's gone through umpteen thousand changes, ice ages, droughts, no people, dinosaurs, no dinosaurs, and on and on and on. Species arise according to circumstances and conditions, and they become extinct according to different circumstances and conditions. As you look at this and you look around your life, take a couple of days, and every time you think of the word impermanence, stop for just a second and look around you. If you see a tree, think about how that is impermanent. A tree may have grown from a seed, and it may have grown to 60 feet tall and lived for 100 years. But a chainsaw can change that in a matter of a few minutes. And once that tree is felled and goes to a mill, then boards are made and possibly furniture made out of these boards, and then that tree morphs into a table. It has the same components as the tree as far as cellulose and cell structure and graining and strength and so on, and we can analyze certainly in laboratories and come up with any table and see exactly where it was grown on Earth. We have that capability now. But that table, the tree is no longer a tree. That particular part of it has become a table. Now, we use that table for a number of years, and unfortunately there's a house fire, and the table burns to ash. And so it's no longer a table. The conditions and circumstances that allowed it to be a table have changed, and it becomes ash. Now, if we collected that ash and were able to separate it out from everything else and took it back into a laboratory and superheated it, we could turn that material into a gas. So a seed to a tree to a table to an ash to a gas. These are all conditions and circumstances that have produced changes in any entity, any being, or anything that lives or exists on this planet. So in the exercise I'm proposing, look around you and see if it's a rock, how it might change. If it's a person, how it might change from young to old and all the things in between. If it's a car, how it might change. And you'll find out very quickly through minimal examination that everything changes. Everything is impermanent. There is nothing that doesn't change. So do that exercise, and in the next segment I will continue this, and we will proceed along a little further. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you want to find out what's coming, hit the subscribe button. We want this to be an open forum, so we welcome your comments and questions, and we'll endeavor to answer them as quickly as we can. Again, thank you very much.